Well, it's Monday morning, and we're starting a new project. This project is to do a rewire on this bungalow that I'm at, and I just saw it last week. He was wanting a bit of kitchen electrics done, but actually being here for anything more than 5 minutes, I think you'd agree that it needs just more than a bit of kitchen rewire. So what I'm just going to have a quick walk around and show you where we're at. There's the front garden with quite a lot of rubbish in there. Here you go, Don. And we're going to take a look at the back garden, just so you can get an idea for what's going on. Really, I mean, this is like for months. It's been like this. There's the bungalow. So what we'll do, we'll just walk you through. There we are. So we're just in the kitchen now, and this is all going to be ripped out. But we need to do the electrics in the kitchen is what he has asked for. And what we've got is a consumer unit down there that done the wiring for the kitchen. And there's also a supply there that goes up to the other consumer unit, which is just over my shoulder over this way. And this was replaced a couple of months back, not even a couple of months, probably 6 weeks ago. And then they ripped out part of the kitchen and found they had another one. Now what we've got is wires coming down the wall, and we got wires over there. We got the pipes are all going to be like studded out and everything, but we need to do something about this. And really we're at a point where it's like, well, actually we're just put new wiring in for the kitchen. And that's okay, putting new wiring in for the kitchen. You come into the lounge room, it's actually looking a lot better than it was, about a month ago. But obviously we need to sort out power for the TV, so we need to run a socket for behind the telly. This light switch, it's only next to the telly because there used to be a doorway just here. That's all been boxed up, but we now need to move the light switch away from where it is. We need to move it to here, which means we need to channel through this wall here that's been worked on so far. Well, it's just in the main bedroom, and the ceiling started to get plastered over with polystyrene back because they had real cold issues in here. They've taken out the cylinder, so now they've got a combi boiler. But what remains is the wires that used to feed the cylinder system, the old system boiler. And you've got a pump that they don't need anymore, but that's just quite randomly coming through the ceiling. So all of these wires either capping off or removing or tracing back to find where they go. Yeah, that's a light switch there. That one I think is probably still live, and there's no reason why it wouldn't be. Yeah, it's still live. So we've got live wires now hanging out of the wall. That switch is going to need to be moved. The thermostat needs to be moved. He wants an extra couple of sockets on this wall here. What do I do about these sockets that are surface mounted? He wants them flush mounted. I'm like, okay. He wants them flush mounted, but they're too far up the wall, so now I need to bring them down. So what do I do? Do I join the cables and then make them longer? No, actually what I think we're going to need to do here is just change wiring. The light's way in the window. Anyone with a decision would have said bring it into the centre. We're just going into the other bedroom. It's 2-bedroom property. Obviously the light is still in there, but what we've got is just really difficult to live right now. This ceiling has kind of been finished, but it needs skimming. The light switch is in the right place, but we've got sockets here that are surface mounted. He wants them sunk in as well. So if we sink those ones in, what do we do? What do we try and keep? Is there much of the wiring system that's in here at the moment worth keeping? Door frames have been moved. This one here, obviously this is a new door frame now, so the light switches are going into separate places. So the bathroom's now all finished. But we're going to be changing the lighting in there as well, because we're not just going to marry up the new wiring with the old. We're going to take the wiring out for the fan, for the light, and we're just going to put new wires in. It just makes it so much easier. There's no point doing a whole rewire and just leaving 5% of the electrical system that's there at the moment in the bathroom in place. So the consensus now is that we're going to rewire the property. And what we're actually going to do, I'm just going to go take a look in the loft, which is the final thing that kind of tips the scale in the decision as to whether or not we're going to rewire the place. We've got a blockage at the moment because all of the loft insulation that both Tom and Alfie are just ripping out at the moment is totally in our way. So we're just going to keep adding that to the pile of insulation, the pile of rubbish that's out the front. So let's clear the blockage and then we'll go take a look up in the loft. Well, I'm up in the loft. That's my work light that we put in, because in a minute we're going to be turning the electrics off. What we'll do is I'll show you around what we're dealing with at the moment. There did used to be a big pile of insulation in that corner. It was about 3 foot high. So that's all going out. Once we've done that, we're going to be able to see what we're dealing with. The poor plumber's done his best job trying to get his pipes in, but really I think this was probably back in November. We're in March now. Back in November, the plumber came in. He needed to get the combi boiler in because they ripped the cylinder boiler out. But of course, you can't really run pipes with all the insulation here. But we'll get the power turned off. We'll isolate what we've got up here, and with any luck, we should be able to start putting new wiring in. If I close the day today, we'll have some idea of what the rest of the week's going to look like. The big pile is now gone, and I can see the joist for the installation, which is much easier. What I've been able to do is roll it up. You see, we roll up what we can and reuse what we can, but for now at least, that one I can at least roll up. The other one came along like it was made of digestive biscuit. You just pick it up, it fell to bits. So that's now in bags. That's going to go in the skip a little bit later when that arrives, hopefully today or tomorrow.